Agatha All Along Marvel's biggest risk yet? A mixed reaction to the recent trailer release is leaving many wondering how successful the much anticipated show will be. People have been looking forward to an Agatha series since it was first rumored to be in production after the success of Wandavision. Agatha might not have been the main character, but she quickly grabbed viewers' attention with her big personality and interesting, mysterious backstory. However, Wandavision came out almost 3 years ago now, and while many still hold the show in high standing, the general public has pretty much moved on. Many people agree that Agatha's show should have been prioritized and been released sooner, but the show is finally ready and September can't come fast enough, although it was quite the wild ride to get here. In early 2022, Agatha fans were living off of crumbs. The only thing they knew was that an Agatha something was likely happening and that it might be a comedy. The recent trailer for Agatha All Along does appear to keep the comedic aspect, but it looks like it will be more of a dramedy in that category, similar to how WandaVision operated. There are also rumors that the show will either be a musical, that's risky, or will simply have musical elements. Having a song in there would make sense considering most of the reason Agatha gained popularity was for the tongue-in-cheek song Agatha All Along. I don't know how well things would be received if the entire show was a musical. If you look at past examples of shows putting in musical episodes, they can be quite disastrous. Take Riverdale, for example. But one song would honestly be great considering we know that Agatha has musical abilities, but the cast is also stacked with talented performers like Joe Locke and Broadway legend Patti LuPone. LuPone actually confirmed on a red carpet that there are going to be musical elements, and I mean, if you're going to cast Patti LuPone, she has to sing. In February of 2022, Film Odyssey claimed that Wanda was going to be in the show, portrayed by Elizabeth Olsen of course, but 2 years later and one trailer later, that does not appear to be the case. The trailer definitely mentioned Wanda explicitly, her name was written on the paper, but she wasn't seen. It's clear that Agatha is out looking for a powerful witch that stole her powers, and who else could that be if not Wanda Maximoff herself? Fans are disappointed that Wanda likely won't show up in the show. Since the release of WandaVision, Scarlet Witch as a character has rocketed to fame. Before, she was well known, but certainly not on the same level of popularity as some other Marvel heroes. Now though, she is that girl and will forever be that girl. It's certainly a risky move for Marvel to not include a fan favorite hero in a project she would thrive in. We might not be getting Wanda, but we will be getting a piece of her in the form of one of her sons, Wiccan. You might recall in WandaVision when Wanda created twins out of magic, one of them was Billy. You also might recall at the end of WandaVision those twins disappeared, but if they can be made of magic, they can be brought back. I'm sure an explanation will be given once we actually see the show. In the trailer, we see Agatha is gathering her coven. Wiccan joins the ranks, portrayed by actor Joe Locke, who you might recognize from Netflix hit Heartstopper. The reaction to this casting is pretty much split down the middle. Due to both the actor and character being LGBTQ+, that has come with all the negative comments it usually does, but lots of people are also praising Marvel for hiring an LGBTQ actor for an LGBTQ role and expressing how excited they are to see the character brought to the screen. Other points of criticism when it comes to the casting is that people just think that Locke doesn't look like Billy. Maybe it's his curly hair, I don't know. Locke has wowed TV and Broadway audiences, so Wiccan is probably in good hands. The actor Marvel has reportedly cast to play Hulkling is receiving similar criticism. Miles Gutierrez Riley is currently believed to be taking on the role of Wiccan's in-comic boyfriend, Hulkling, also known as Teddy. Miles' career is growing, so there is little to refer to when it comes to his acting, but people are more upset about his stature. He is allegedly set to play a Hulk, so people must have hoped Marvel would cast someone that looked physically strong. However, love Mark Ruffalo, but most of his green muscles were put on during post-production and were CGI. Still, putting Hulkling in the show is a risk. Some consider the character making his debut in this show to be a waste. With all the major Hulk activity coming to the big screen, with the tease of Red Hulk being in the latest Captain America movie, people worry Hulkling will soon be overshadowed. There is actually a possibility that Miles is not playing Teddy at all, but instead someone named Eddie, who is dating Billy. If this is really what's happening, this would be the biggest risk Marvel could take in this show. Billy and Teddy are such an iconic comics couple. Many Marvel fans are very attached to them. One fan writing on Reddit, "I've been dreaming of seeing these characters on screen since 2005. They were the first time I ever saw gay characters in media who were treated as normal, cool, and just another member on the team. And that they were hoping this would be the one thing the MCU would be too scared to mess with. If Marvel were to break up this iconic pairing by making Eddie a permanent love interest instead of just like a first boyfriend, that could potentially ruin the show for viewers. But what do you think? Let us know. See you later. Bye!